Hello, visuals. Welcome to the Visual Guys Entertainment News Podcast, where Chris has just arrived, making me feel sick because he has not just long sleeve on, you've got dark, which is supposed to attract heat. White, What's the fucking science behind it? Black attracts. And white just fucking, that's why I'm trying to fucking everywhere I can to put my basketball shorts on a fork. Because we're going to the pub, and we're going to, what the fuck are we watching? The Bike Riders. Yeah. And hopefully the cinema, though, is sometimes this get nice and cool, though.
Is it called the Bike Riders?
I'm sure it's called the Bike Ride. I could be wrong.
I think I don't know what it's called. Biker Boys?
The what?
Bike Boys? Biker Boys or something like
it's
that?
It's definitely not. Biker Boys, it sounds like we're going to go watch like a late 90s, early 2000s homosexuality kind of.
Why does it have to be homosexuality?
Because as soon as you say Biker Boys, I go straight to the biker in YMCA. That's where my head... And he was the only gay one. Was it the cowboy?
They were all gay, Dan.
No, there weren't. There was only one gay one. Yeah, because I used to say my mum and everyone, it's a common misconception. There was only one of them was gay. I can't remember if it was the Indian. No, sorry, the cowboy, the bike rider. Anyway, that's where. No, I'm fairly certain it's called the Bike Riders. Oh no, I know. I've got the thumbnail ready. It is called the Bike Riders. Tom Hardy and all that shenanigans. Norman Reedus and all that carry on. So you'll get our thoughts and opinions next week on the Bike Riders.
Step away.
Yeah, Dog's been chewing Fanta. I'll try and wipe his chops because it's not a guarantee. Sorry, it is a guarantee that he will jump up again. He's just a baby, Chris. He's a baby and he doesn't realise what he's doing and he loves you.
Baby. You're not a baby,
he loves you so. But look at him, he's wagging his tail, he's happy to see you. He's like my daddy's here.
Yeah, well, I'm not.
But anyway, so you'll hear our thoughts on the Bike Riders next week. Shall we see what Chris has caught up with? Because there's a lot to talk about in terms of TV show-wise.
Well, I haven't watched Star Wars this week.
All right. Oh, bastard! I needed a rant to you.
I am up to date with no. I haven't watched this week's episode of Boys, but I have watched the first couple.
What, the first three?
Well,
the first two? Yeah, there was three that got released. Yeah,
got released. And watched them.
Well, tell you what. Then we'll start off with. We'll tell you what. Since we've not had much time with it because it's the first time out, do you want to speak House of Dragon first?
I thought it was a bit slow. To be fair, I thought it was a bit. Get away. Go.
He doesn't understand. He's not minging like us, pal. We're trampy people. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit slow at first, but obviously it was first episode, so I kind of expected it. But I enjoyed what we watched. Yeah. What I seen.
I think I know what you mean by slow. Personally, I actually really fucking enjoyed it. I thought it was slowly building this building blocks for this.
Yeah.
It's fucking minging though. Laura's told me a lot of the backstory about the different dragons and how they're related and whatnot. And then I found out that when what's her name sees the dragon that's washed up, that her dragon was the mother of that dragon that died. I don't need to know this shit because now I'm looking at a CGI dragon being like, now I fucking feel shit for you because she's mourning for her son, and the dragon in the back when he's doing its noises, it's not just it's mourning because its kid's dead. Can you fuck off, please? I know it's mythical, not real.
Well, there's a conspiracy going around saying that the kid's not actually dead. He jumped off before it attacked.
Oh, right, okay. Well, he wasn't washed up, was he? It was just bits of the dragon.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
Speaking of murdering kids, though, we watched a very weird scene, and in the same scene, two things happened. One, we should be shocked at, and the second, we shouldn't be. But we had the moment of a beheading of a small kid, and you can hear whatever they used, a saw or a blade or whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. But before that, we had a dog get kicked. And I was outraged by that.
A lot of people were.
Yeah, obviously not genuine outrage because we know it's the character who were pissed off at because he didn't really hit the dog. They're not going to be upset. Just kick the shit out of that dog. But in terms of the character, I was more mad at him for doing that than I was beheading a 6-year-old or something, however old they were.
Yeah.
And it was so that scene was proper mental. It was like, just look at it, see if it's got a knob or not. And it was, it's that one. No, it's that one. And the mum. Why the fuck didn't she shout? I know not in the room, but when she got out, why didn't she say, "Yeah, some dickheads killed my kid"? And she just sat there and just laid down and cried as the grandma. She would have been the grandmother one in bed, wouldn't she?
I'm guessing she's the grandma.
Yeah, obviously it's the mum that took him away, but the one in bed's the grandma because she's getting humped away by a guard, whatever the fuck he is. But I really enjoyed this episode. I thought Matt Smith, as much as people really fancy him, and I know I'm ugly as fuck, but I can't see it. He looks very funky to me.
Yeah.
But he's phenomenal. He's my favourite character by far in this. And I like the two laddos, the night guy and the other son with the eye patch, who kind of know that the ginger girl, I don't know any of the characters' names. The ginger girl's dad's like being a bit of a fucking, kind of like a little finger from Game of Thrones. He's been a little weird and they kind of want to him and whatnot. I thoroughly enjoyed this episode.
Like I said, I didn't mind it, but like I said, it's the start of hopefully something big, and they haven't just blown all the budget on the first season and then that's it. Hopefully we'll get to see some good stuff. I
look forward to next week, because I think as well, especially from a non-Game of Thrones fan, coming and seeing that and being like, oh, I'm really enjoying this House of Dragon stuff. It's just like I said, have you got a drain cover without me noticing? Did he sneak in with a drain cover?
Oh, I haven't seen.
Little bastard, he has as well. He snuck in. Can I get it? I'm not... No, he's in his goal. Shit! Right, pause 1 sec. Oh shit! That little bit of movement, how much has made me sweat? It's fucking disgusting. I've no idea how you lunatics love this. But anyway, House of Dragon, sorry, yes. Back next week on Monday.
Back next week on Monday.
But yeah, anyway, so you're the big Game of Thrones fan. Are you excited for the season?
I am.
Are we okay? Do we need water instead of coffee, Chris? As he says it like Gollum.
Yeah. I am looking forward to this season because it's what I've heard. The Cracker's supposed to be a good season, so hopefully.
I like the shit they were doing over in, was it New York City, where they had like big things that was dope as shit. Cool. Right, so I'll quickly say as well, I didn't know it was apparently the Bear season 3 is out next week, which is obviously exciting for me. And I've read that it's going to be out all in a water, which I'm more than up for.
Fair enough.
So up for that, because I can binge and smash the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Right, without spoiling it then, because Chris hasn't watched this week's Acolyte, I will say it was blood-boilingly, absolutely wanted to put my fist through the TV, absolute pain in the fucking ass. Because, once again, obviously it turns out the writers of this show haven't watched much Star Wars. That's why they're fucking a lot of shit up and messing around. We have a character reveal in this episode. Kid-Monday, whatever his name is, from the Jedi Council, who's in this, who isn't old enough to be in the show. And when you first see it, you think, oh, maybe it's just someone of the same race. And the credits, it's him. And it's like, well, this is X amount of years before that, and he wouldn't have been born yet. So they've broke continuity. But not only that, by including him in the show, we know he's alive in the 3 prequel films. And yet, it still stands to reason that not a single, like, any time he said to the Jedi Council, there's a Sith, which is just making all of this weird. Either they're making out like Yoda and all them boys to be really dumb, or Kid-Monday to be really dumb, and they're just basically saying a massive fuck you, we don't care about the continuity and shit. They've absolutely just fucked everything.
Oh, but they destroyed Star Wars. Is that what you said?
This particular show is just it's like I said to you a few weeks ago. I can't remember why I was using it for an excuse. The people that have put this show together are clearly like, if I all of a sudden went on a show selling cars or doing shit with cars and I don't know what I'm talking about. And that's exactly what's happening here. And it ended quite good as well. We see the Sith come down, very Mary Poppins like, and all these Jedi's and shit. And the Sith must be quite powerful because it pushes them all back in an episode. Just thinking, so you'll get to it anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, the stuff they're doing, it's just ruining all the timeline shit. They're making no sense. Well, that can't happen because he's alive. They know the shit. We're gonna have to get. I think when this series is done, we're gonna have to get to a point, and Star Wars fans are gonna have to say, we're just gonna have to pretend that didn't happen, and just pretend this doesn't exist.
No.
Because it's they've gone far. This isn't an argument about the if it's left-wing people that have made it peace. That's not the argument. They don't give a shit about that. The argument is breaking the timeline, and there's nothing wrong with including your own vision on a because if you've been blessed to add a story to this epic generational franchise, you should honour the stuff that come before it and the continuity and shit like that. But they've just gone around and just sort of made their own mess, not giving a fuck what's come before and what will come after. And they've just and there are moments of the show that I really want to get into. Like I said, with Master Soul and who is this Sith and all this kind of carry on. There's some potential shit that might happen in the next episodes as well, which the true hardcore Star Wars fans are going to lose their nuts if it's true. Well, I won't get into it till you've watched the show and shit. It's just theories I've heard online and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, if they didn't destroy all this shit, it would have been absolutely bang on. But now they're even starting to fucking annoy me.
No, that's not good.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. But obviously, you'll have your own opinion when you come to it.
Yeah.
Next week and whatnot. But hey up. Right, we're going on with the boys, sir.
The boys. Right. I was bored.
You were bored with the boys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not enjoying this season so far.
I think last season. No, there was another season. I think you were overly enamoured with it anyway.
Like I say, I've not been like highly hyped about the boys like you have been. I haven't minded them, but this season it just I'm been bored. I've been bored with it, to be fair.
All right, fair enough.
I don't know why, to be honest.
No one tickling your pickle.
Nah, it's just I'm not getting into it. I'm just not getting behind it, and yeah.
Oh, well, hey, each to their own. If you're not down for it, because you're not down for it. I'm on the opposite spectrum. The last episode cemented The Boys is, for me, the greatest TV show of all time. The Walking Dead, Sons of Anarchy, Lost. The Boys is... Anthony Starr as Homelander is this close away, oh my god, I'm getting goosebumps, from knocking Heath Ledger off as the top comic book villain on live action of all time.
I disagree there.
Hey, it's a huge debate to be had, don't get us wrong. But watch, because when you get the Joker and Heath Ledger, phenomenal. That's peak acting and whatnot. And especially that you haven't seen this episode, we see Anthony Starr as Homelander, and the way that he does shit to people in this episode, without spoiling it for you, is so sadistic. These little looks and the lip twitches and you can see the cogs working of the insanity and the sociopath inside of it. I'm on the edge, just like, oh my god, I have no idea what you're going to do. Are you going to blast them? Are you going to kill them? Are you going to obliterate them? Are you going to fucking rape them? What are you? It's fucking phenomenal. It's, oh my god, I love it so much. Billy Butcher was my main guy, first three, and then the last few seasons, Homelander and Anthony Starr's been getting there, and oh my god, this thing that I might have seen maybe the greatest thing I've seen all year, him as Homelander, it is fucking, I don't know, you can't teach acting like that. You look at him, like when you see him in interviews and shit, he's like, yeah, man, I'm Australian. He's a little bit silly and goofy. You go to that, you're like, how the fuck have you gone into that mindset of this and become...
Yeah.
What the fuck is going... Like, if Homelander walked in the room, like I said, he's supposed to be this beacon of hope, and, it's the Homelander and whatnot, I'm instantly pissing my pants. If there's a horror attraction, it's in a room with him. I am shitting and pissing my pants. You would have said the bit... oh my God. Where he says, deep, suck off A-Train. And in that scene, I'm thinking... And to have this and the malice on his face and you think, okay, when are you going to say stop? When are you going to say stop? And you're thinking, he's not going to say stop. He's not going to say. And like I said back in last season when the Deep has to eat Anthony and the Deep can hear it and whatnot, it sends shivers down my spines. It makes my blood sort of. Oh my god, it's fucking beautiful. Do you like eye shit?
What do you mean?
Do you like stuff being tampered with eyes?
I don't mind it.
Oh, I would say there's quite a gruesome. You see more about Sister Sage and what she's doing in the episode that's just gone. I said to Laura, because she doesn't like eye stuff. I was like, yeah, you might want to watch out. But anyway, fair enough. If you find it boring and whatnot, it's like I said, each to their own. If it's not doing it for you, it's not doing it for you. There is only going to be one more season, which I am happy with, because for me, I can only see this ending on a high. I hope somehow Soldier Boy comes back and whatnot. And I don't think it's going to go completely how it did in the comics. I think we're going to see Hugh, not Huey, Huey's dad. We're going to see him as a V zombie because of the whole shenanigans that happened with his mum putting the V inside. Oh shit, you haven't seen that bit. No, you haven't got to that bit. Sorry, Chris. There's shenanigans that happens with Huey's dad, which we'll see. Because Simon Pegg at the minute is having the most easiest acting gig of his entire life. Just
lying in bed.
I want to lay there for a little bit. But anyway, I'm completely enamored with it. But hopefully,
I'm still going to stick with it because I'm intrigued on where they're going to go. Obviously, we've got Jeffrey D. Morgan in now.
Who's being a bit... I'm not quite sure where he sits.
No. So it'd be interesting to see where it goes. So I'll persevere with it, but at the minute I'm not hyped at the moment.
Yeah, you definitely throughout the years have not spoke with it as much excitement as I have anyway.
No.
Because it took you a while to even finish season 3 anyway, didn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't you only have one episode left to watch?
Something like that. I think I have about 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah, and it's like you still couldn't go, no, if it's not doing it for you, it's not doing it for you. I know there's 1 or 2 people out there that are feeling a bit... I know there's a lot of controversy with the whole Frenchy stuff, which to me is...
Honestly, I'm not fussed about that.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't box ticking.
The centipede fucking scene was a bit weird.
I love my mum's reactions when she watches shit like...
That was fucking dirty, wasn't it, Dan? I was like, well, yeah, it is the boys' one. We've seen a lot more weird shit than that. Milk obsessions and all this kind of carry on. No, hey up, I look forward to your either positive or negative opinion next week, regardless, Chris.
Yes.
So at some point, I'm assuming you'll do episode 4. And then, is it going to be 8 episodes?
I think so. I think they're all going to be 8 episodes, yeah.
Just fucking give us all in a warning now. And then I'll be impatient for the next season to come out and whatnot. But anyway, yeah, so Chris will give us thoughts and opinions on that. We didn't speak anything from last week. I don't think... Oh, we got... what trailer did we get? The trailer for Smile 2. Did you see that?
No.
Oh, this looks fucking... Smile was great anyway.
Yeah, that's good film.
This time around, it looks to be as if it's a musician. She's like a pop star. I don't know if she's real. And she's the one that's been hit with the smile curse. And I love that premise because obviously if you're a big musician, you're seeing hundreds of people a day. And if you're at a concert, you're seeing thousands of people. So to have that smile demon shit in a crowd and whatnot, the premise looks fucking awesome and amazing. So check out the trailer for that.
I shall.
And did you see the new trailer for The Penguin?
I've not watched the new trailer, no. I don't do multiple trailers.
No, I know you don't do trailers, but the last trailer wasn't really a trailer. It was like a tease.
Oh, yeah.
This was and it, oh my God, I'm ready for it. It's like the mafia group of Gotham, you know, the betrayals and the Falcones and all this and taking over the Penguin, trying to get on top and whatnot. It's going to be... doesn't I want to get words out. There doesn't look to be a back presence whatsoever, which I'm not bothered with.
No.
I'm absolutely fine. There might be towards the end, or you might see the bat symbol, or I don't know.
But it might lead into films too, or something.
You are correct, Chris. It might lead into film too, and I'm happy to get more Colin Farrell as this Penguin anyway.
I am myself.
Amazing.
So it's out in September.
That's what it is, September.
September, yes.
And I don't think I've seen any more trailers or anything or any shenanigans. We know we got some more Deadpool. We see. Did you see the somebody pointed out this Blade in the Deadpool trailer?
No.
But it's not Blade. I doubt you've even watched it. There was... what year was it? In 2004 or 5, they had a Blade TV show. Very crappy, low budget. I can barely remember what happened in it. And it looks as if it's that Blade. And that's very deep. That you can tell that's a Ryan Reynolds decision to be like, yeah, well, I've Blade. We're going to go for that one. Because everyone's going to be like, oh my God, I forgot that was even a thing. Mm-hmm. And it will get like a couple of little cheeky things. So there's a few more details of Deadpool and Wolverine headed out. I don't think there's anything else though, Chris, unless when you're rambling away, I might remember some shit. I don't know. Have you watched Under Paris yet?
No.
No?
No, I've not watched Under Paris. What films I did watch?
We got more updated films.
Well, I wouldn't say... I just re-watched films that I've already watched.
It's not wrong with re-watching, mate.
What did I watch? I can't remember what it was.
You have to bear with Chris's ill,
One of them, it was obviously Fast X. I redid that. I enjoyed
Fast X, the newest one.
Yeah.
Oh, Jason Momoa.
Momoa. Yeah. I like Jason. He's so funny.
Yeah, he is good.
I also watched another film. Oh, Jurassic World.
Which one?
The last one, the one you didn't like.
Oh, you watched that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We watched that one.
And
I enjoyed it.
Oh, you were over the moon when we come out to cinema. Anyway,
yeah.
You were dead happy with
I
it.
enjoyed it, so it's like can't wait for the next film.
Scarlett Johansson was speaking about the script and all that for the next film, and she seems to be really excited about it. So, because we were talking about where do we go with this, how do we add more into it? But if she's obviously we might be being biased because we like Scarlett Johansson and stuff like that. But if she's saying it thumbs up, I'm thinking, but she's saying it thumbs up because she's got to sell the film.
Well, yeah, they do have to sell the film, so they do have to hype it all up. But
I could be being naive just because I like her and I go, okay, I'll trust you.
We'll still watch it.
It's quite. Well, it's not a shame, but they definitely need, because obviously the Jurassic Park books, they come up before the horrors, and I like to listen to people breaking down the books and shit like that, and how people die and the twisted shit, because it's actually quite visually scary, Jurassic Park. Because obviously Hammond, it was him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In the first film, in the book, he's actually bad and he's not good like he's in the film, and like the way he dies and shit like that's quite like, oh my God, that's gruesome. So I wouldn't mind if they brought into that side into Jurassic Park eventually.
Maybe. The
whole gruesome-y, evil-y sort of fucking dinosaurs ripping people limb for limb and shit like that. Either way, we're going to watch it regardless.
Oh, yeah, we'll watch it.
But so you've redone Fast X and you redone Jurassic World. What was that one called? What was that one called?
I can't remember. Was it not Fallen Kingdom?
Is it Fallen Kingdom?
Right.
Fallen Kingdom's definitely one of them.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, definitely one of them.
Sounds about right, to be fair.
It's, I can't. Is it Jurassic World? I can't remember the Age of Extinction. Is that one of them? Or Extinction?
No, it's just Fallen Kingdom.
That's the newest one.
Yeah.
And then what's the second one then? Well,
I think.
What have you goggled?
No, that's the second one.
That's the second one.
Yeah. So what's the third one called?
A New Empire? New World? How's it called?
Domination.
Domination. That's the one. So was the first one just Jurassic World?
Yeah.
First was just Jurassic World.
Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, and Domination.
A fucking hunky-dory. Well, I'm quite glad you've gone back and rewatched stuff, because sometimes it takes you a while to do rewatches, doesn't it?
It does.
Because that'll only be the second time you've probably watched both of them, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one do you prefer then? X? I know they're two different films, but like, which one are you like?
I was more drawn towards X, to be fair, but it's always been fast for me. Even though they are getting silly and goofy and whatnot, it's just...
You'll still hold on to that love, because it's still got the OG
Yeah.
in your mind.
But like, there's rumours that the 11 is not going to be the last one. Well, it's going to be it's kind of is, but it kind of isn't, if that makes sense. They're going to have small spin-offs to it, so I have no idea.
Right, so it's the last of the main series,
Yeah.
but you'll still have...
But they're going to go back down the original route on street racing.
Well, if you haven't spin-offs and you haven't got this whole team with government backing or whatever the fucking organisation it is, that would make sense anyway. I think a lot of people would love that with Jurassic. They should tie the two now. With Fast and Furious, if you did have a spin-off where they're in some sort of little country and it's like, okay, we're going to race for this. And even I would be excited about that.
So, it'll be interesting. Obviously, we'll get the original characters back. Bree's going to be back. Jason, obviously. And obviously, we'll have Gal Gadot now.
Yeah, coming back with a submarine.
There better be a fucking good explanation about this, like.
I we never give Fast enough props for this, but I love how we got out the Han death.
That made sense.
Yeah,
how they
perfect.
sorted all that out, that made sense.
Mm-hmm.
I can
Actually,
brush that over.
Storytelling, mate, that was done really well.
It was. They thought futuristic-wise on that one.
Yeah.
But this one, I don't know, because...
How did she die?
She fell off the aeroplane, off the back of the wing.
Yeah, she did, didn't she?
Yes. But it's...
And
the
we
runway,
physically
I think
see
the
that.
runway had to be physically like 27 miles long.
Yeah, somebody did the maths on it when it come out.
And she fell off the back of the fucking plane, which is doing at least fucking a couple of miles an hour. So how she survived, I have no idea.
In this franchise, she's Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman could survive that.
Well, if she's Wonder Woman, fair enough.
So maybe she's Wonder Woman, and they've had her the whole time with them.
But it'd be interesting in why she's ended up on Cypher's list.
Yeah.
Of goodies now, and she's turning the rocks up in a fucking submarine.
Who's yeah, it's quite funny when she didn't. What does she say? Like, you need a lift. What does she say? I'm sure she has a corny line, doesn't she? You should be able to remember better than me. She opens up the hatch.
She doesn't say anything.
Oh, sorry, I thought she had like a cheesy line.
It's Letty that says, "Oh, you gotta be kidding me" or something.
Oh, right, that's what I'm getting confused with. Yeah, it's some sort of.
So they better have a fucking good explanation. They can't just rewrite her back in it.
Yeah, is there even a reason why they've done this? Or is it because this last one is supposed to be the last one? They think, let's get everybody back.
I don't know, it's Vin. So I don't know, but everyone's going to be back. Gal, even Dwayne's going to be back, obviously, with the cutscene at the end.
Shit, yeah, I forgot.
Where he was the one. Vin might have been the brains behind it all, but you were the one that actually killed my father.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's the TV, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the mansion. Yeah, because they revealed that too early. Because you see, he's in SWAT outfit, is he not? And you could see the arm straight away. And I remember saying to you, "That's fucking Samoan skin," and you could see the chunky of the fort, and you're like, "Fuck's sake!" But no, yeah, it was still a little pop anyway. All right, okay. So Chris is redone. I look forward to see what you watch throughout the week next week. Anyway, what have you got for us then, sir?
What do we have?
Don't think there's anything on my brain whilst you quickly open up your shit.
Stephen King is bringing out a new TV series based on one of his novels.
Mm-hmm.
It's called The Institute. I need to get into reading Stephen King. I think that's going to be the next thing on my list.
You should. I have no dog in this fight. You should debate Laura on this, because I've brought up Stephen King and whatnot. She says as a writer he's absolutely terrible, and she gives reasons and whatnot, but I can't sway him because I've never read a Stephen King book in my life. But she said there's certain writers and whatnot that because apparently they asked George R. Martin about like writing women and like how do you think, and he's like, well, they're just people. I'm just writing for a person, and because apparently
his writing is absolutely detailed and done well. Like my favorite writing would be fucking Tolkien, but even so, in his books, he sometimes does drag stuff out. Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Like there's moments in the Shire where it would describe a tree for far too long. You're like, we get it, it's a fucking tree. But yeah, she says apparently his writing's really bad in terms of actual character like depth and whatnot.
Yeah.
Again, I'm just saying. I might have even quoted her slightly wrong and whatnot like that because she's a massive bookworm.
Yeah.
Like as much as we are film, she's books.
Yeah.
So she's read quite a lot and whatnot.
I say Normie's like that. She prefers books to film.
Oh, so she might have read Stephen King. Has she?
I don't know, to be honest. I'll have to ask her, but she's reading some kind of romantic novel thing at the minute. So
But yes, if you do get into some, you'll have to give us your thoughts and whatnot.
Yeah,
because as far as I know his stories are very much beloved, but in the actual terms of the writing, I have no idea. I have no knowledge on this.
Neither do I.
But he's got a new show coming out.
He's got a new show coming out. Well, it's a show based on one of his books. It's called The Institute.
So is that like an asylum?
It must be some kind of like a mental asylum kind of situation, and obviously things start happening. I'm guessing.
Sweet. I'll take some because I personally like Stephen King shit.
Yeah, I do myself, to be fair. On the 8th of September, we will be getting the third instalment of Wolf Creek.
Oh, is this one of your shows?
No, it's just one. It's one of the films. Have you seen Have you seen any of the Wolf Creeks?
No, I don't think I have. I know what they are.
Yeah, it's an Australian guy who just
is he not mental?
Hunts people in the outback.
Oh, I've definitely seen. I don't think I've watched it, but I've definitely seen pictures of it. I'm getting thinking. I got confused there for a sec. Your Vampire Diaries, when you said Wolf Creek, that's why I thought you were on about.
No.
Are you still enjoying your Vampire Diaries?
I am. It's not too bad.
How far are you in?
Season 4
out of
6, I think.
Oh, so the 6. I thought it feels like that was a show when I was a kid. I don't know why.
I could be wrong.
No, yeah, mate, I wouldn't know.
I don't like constantly watch it. I just like watch an episode every now and then.
Yeah, and go back to it.
Yeah,
but you're enjoying it.
I end up going back to Big Bang to be fair. Like that Big Bang.
Yeah, I'm just restarting New Girl. Just restarting New Girl, mate. For fuck's sake. I sympathise with you when you're doing shit and you go back and forth. Oh shit, that's what I needed to bring up. I watched a very. I don't know how to describe it. Sorry to carry on. I watched. I saw it on the TV. What's it called? I saw it on. It's an A24 film, and it's just come on, and it's a beautifully shot film. It's all kinds of fucked and trippy though, but it's a great film because hopefully if you do watch it, I don't even know if you'd like it, but it's a film when you can get to the end, more than like 3 or 4 people could have an explanation as to what happened and how it ended, and no one would be wrong. It's very fucking. Like what's going on. Mm-hmm. It's very weird. I mean, maybe watch a trailer. It's very artsy-dartsy. It's got a brilliant soundtrack though. It's a couple of songs I've had to download, and I was like, oh my god, let's complete that. I saw it on the TV. I saw it on the TV. I saw the TV do it. I can't remember the fuck. I watched it on fucking Wednesday. It was. I personally loved it though, but I don't know if I was just being like, this is just not perfectly. And I was just being too artsy-dartsy about it. But
artsy-dartsy.
If you do give it a shot, check it out. I don't know if you'll like it though. Yeah.
If I get the right title.
Are we locked?
There we go. This was a game that came out on PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
It's now getting turned into a TV series. It's called Until Dawn.
I know this game.
It's about a lot of late teenagers or whatever.
Yeah.
Go to a cabin in some kind of hills, and they kind of end up getting like attacked by this.
I can't. They're not vampires.
No,
they're
this weird creature.
It's an actual urban legend, and if you get bit by one, eventually you do turn into one. In the game's multiple choice, like it's turn the light or run to the stairs.
Yeah.
And there's quite a lot of big actors.
Yeah.
Rami Malek was in.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
So I'm more than up for this being a show.
We're getting the show. We're getting it put into a show.
Fucking more than getting it. Should be good. I watched all the big streamers play it.
Should be good. I should have mentioned it earlier on as we were discussing, but House of Dragon has been confirmed season 3 is happening.
Lovely.
Lovely.
You probably can't remember. I have recently asked Laura this, so I can't fucking remember. How many seasons is plausible for this before you hit Franz?
You could have, providing they don't fucking jump too far ahead with timelines each season, you could have quite a few.
You could have a few.
Yeah.
Laura did give me a breakdown of it, but I've only retained some of it. So you can have a few.
You can have a few.
I'm up for the more. It's nice having a Monday show of okay, let's watch the drag, even though I know they're all gonna fucking die.
I know. Season 2 of The Last of Us will premiere the first quarter of 2025.
Yeah, I remember you saying it's wasn't it supposed to be out this year? Is that right?
It was supposed to be out this year, yeah. But obviously scheduling and everything else, so yes.
And as you said last week, it's broken into 2 parts.
Kind of, yes. Obviously the second game is longer. So what they've decided to do is make season 2 shorter. So I think there's only like maybe 6 episodes.
Yeah, and then
I think there was 8 or something. Season 1.
Yeah, there's definitely something like 8.
Something like that. Season 2 is going to have 6 episodes, but season 3 that's going to be longer, and obviously.
But that's still the events of the second game.
It's still events of the second game, and then obviously wherever they go from there for the third game, and that'll be out probably 2026. I'm guessing.
The game will probably have to be out for a little while before they release the show.
That's it. So yeah, so time this comes out, it should be all good, and then maybe towards the end of 2025, going to 2026, the third game should be out, and then I'd say maybe towards the end of 2026, going into 2027, we should have the third game / season 4, 5.
As a massive fan of the franchise, how would you, if you could hypothetical, I know you're gammon, you probably can't think too much, how would you like the whole thing to wrap up?
Well, Ellie is supposed to be the cure for it all. So it'd be nice because she always wanted it. In the second game, she found out that what Joel did wasn't right, and she's never really looked into it apart from bits and bobs. But I reckon the third game, leading to the end of the series, Ellie should find solace and say, right, okay, turns out I am the cure. Let's go and find some people to fucking help me out, and if she needs to die, she has to die, kind of situation.
Oh, so you'd be all right with that?
I think I would, yeah.
I can see you being a bit, because you spent how many years with this character?
Well, it turns out we've had our 10-year anniversary last week.
So you spent 10 years with this character. So
yes.
you'll longer at the point when if that does happen, you could be talking 15 years maybe.
Yeah.
You could be, it'd be a safe. Hey, it'd be nice ending though. So if she's just right, need the cure, and then everything ends knowing they've got the cure, away they go, or you want to see them cure the world.
No,
just knowing they're going to do it's good enough.
Yeah, finding the right people to say, yeah, you've got the cure, but there will be consequences, as in you might have to die to save the world, kind of situation. And I think she kind of knew that to begin with. In the.
Do they explain why she has to be dead? Because they're just going to take all of her blood or something?
It's in the brain. It's something to do with the brain.
Ah, right. Sorry.
And so the only reason why they can do it,
take the brain out, dissect it, and get the bit they need, and then somehow make a gas or a virus or a.
Aye.
All right. Well, yeah. Kind of makes sense, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh well, we'll see how it all ends, and I'm sure you'll be happy about, because I know this franchise hasn't let you down one bit yet. No. Were you pissed off? I've got to do when you first see Joel die.
I was fucking fuming when I saw.
So you were genuine angry.
I was, because I love Joel. Joel was just a chilled out dude. He was just wanted to get on with his life, but obviously, with the death of his daughter, and he just wanted to fucking, well, as you've seen in season 1, he just wanted to get on with life, but obviously Ellie got brought into it, and then it's kind of like that bond between them two. It was kind of fucking, it was amazing.
Yeah.
So he ended up being the father again to her. So losing him in the second game, it was heartbroken.
So you were now, are you think storytelling wise? Do you think it was a good choice then?
It's going off story wise. I think it was a good choice. Because it's you hated Abby. You fucking hated Abby.
I never met a girl and I hate her already.
But you kind of it's just going back to the Negan situation again.
Yeah, if you were on Negan's side, it would make sense.
Looking from her point of view, it's kind of like, yeah, okay, I can see why you're pissed off with him and why you did what you did, kind of situation.
Yeah.
So
just leave Pedro alone. Cast somebody else.
Turning the tables from hating Abby to being, if I can, you just be playing Abby, then it's like, fuck, why do I have to play you?
That was a smart choice though, because obviously you just said there you probably hated it at first, but when you as playing as her and seeing it all from her, that probably helps you go, oh, hang on a sec, yeah, the way she's looked at it.
Yeah.
That's why a conversation helps. We should talk more. He wouldn't end up killing Pedro Pascal wouldn't have to die if we cut conversations. But no, the future of The Last of Us looks amazing, and I look forward to how excited you get.
Yes.
With all your Last of Us shenanigans.
Yes.
What else have we got, sir?
I want to talk to you about that one.
Oh, what? Oh, you've already talked?
No, I want to talk to you about that one.
Oh, don't tell me somebody's going to die. Or an animal in particular.
Oh, going back to Fast X. Obviously, watched it earlier on. As I was saying before, because I forgot all about this until I've just read it now. Fast X could be a trilogy now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it'll still be there for fuck's sake. Sure, we don't want to water, sir.
No, I'm good.
So even Puppy's worried about you. Like, Daddy, please don't die. Then I'll be left with this fat one.
You can keep him. You can keep him. I'm alright. So yeah, it looks like that Fast X is going to be a treat because they were planning on doing 10 and 11, and that was it.
Yeah.
But Universal Pictures or Studios, whoever the fuck it is, have said, look, it's a quote good storyline. So why don't we try and make it a trilogy kind of situation?
Plus, they do. No matter what you figure Fast, they make a lot of money.
Yeah. So it looks like, and I think that's one of the reasons why scheduling has been pushed back. Not only because of Vin and whatever happened in over with his situation, but just making the film just a bit bigger and giving it a bit more storyline. So it looks like we're going to see Jason for another 2 films.
I'm happy with that. I really enjoyed. It was a very, when you first watch Fast and Furious, that's a performance you think you would never get in this franchise. I'm glad we got it though, because it was so much fun. I mean, I'm going to be there for every instalment. My love for Fast has not been there for a while. I like to go there, have a couple of laughs and go, okay, that looked quite fun. And then just say, well, this is dumb, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, crack on with life. It's fun. I mean, I'll be there for every instalment, so no matter what I say, positive or negative, I'm going to be there.
Yes. So yeah, possibly 2 more films of the X, then spin-offs, which whatever route they go down with that, plus Hobbs and Shaw's confirmed the 2nd film. So yes.
Okay, fair play. Potential trilogy.
Yes.
We're gonna summon a demon.
I don't know why I've got this.
What is it?
It's Bill Skarsgård's The Crow.
Did you hear about The Crow?
No.
I don't know if this is why we've got all of our dates wrong and shit. Go on, no, carry on with your story, because it might fall in line with what I'm about to say.
It gives me the date, that's why.
Right, so yeah, what's the official date there?
The 23rd of August.
So, because obviously we were expecting it like 4 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Some shit like that. The earlier reviews are in, and of course me and you will make our own opinion when we go, because regardless of what people say, I think we'll be there no matter what. All the reviewers, the early ones, I don't know if that's 10 people, 20 people, 50 people, no idea, have all said that the film's terrible, and some people have said it's unwatchable. The reviewers wanted to leave. I can't personally see it, but I don't know if I'm being biased to Bill Skarsgård. And the trailers we've got so far, I think, look really, really fun. But obviously, sometimes the trailers do give you the best bits. But it did put a little thing down my spine, being like, "Oh no, please don't say that's fucking true." But of course, we'll have to make our own opinion.
But this does mention they're horrible and unwatchable.
Oh, does it say it there?
Mm.
Yeah, But that doesn't put me off.
No.
If it is horrible and unwatchable, I still want to watch it and then say, shit, they were right. Or watch it ourselves and go, actually, I like this bit or whatnot. So I know it's got a slightly different path to the original, but I don't think we can compare it because the original was a cult classic. I think it did a lot better than what people expected. But just with how good he is an actor, surely that's enough to...
Yeah.
Well, there again, I suppose if he's... I don't know, we'll formulate our own opinion and whatnot, but when you hear shit like that, you're always a bit like, Yeah, so we'll see.
We shall see.
In August, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll find out on the 23rd of August. We'll see what our crack is. Your boy is back that you're obsessed with.
Which boy?
Him and Mark are back for Uncharted 2.
Tommy Boy!
Yes.
Tom Holland, which I thoroughly enjoyed.
I enjoyed Uncharted.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Uncharted. So the only thing is, I was like, should Tom Holland have played the guy that he played? Is he usually that sort of age? That was my only gripe.
I've never really. I didn't mind Uncharted, but I can't really give you the
full shenanigans.
with it.
The picture I've got in my head, he looks like he kind of looks more Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, he kind of does.
Yeah, but Tom Holland did a great job, and I still loved all of it. Like, I loved watching a pirate ship getting flown about and shit. Okay, this is fun. But yeah, I just sort of my only sort of gripe was maybe have Tom Holland as a secondary character and Mark is
Mark's main. Yeah.
Yeah. But hey, regardless, I'll take more Uncharted, please, sir.
Oh, yes. Right. Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle.
Oh,
have we got some news on Blue Beetle? Is this what you want to come back to?
No.
Oh, God. Why did you say shit like this? Because I'm always like, what is it? But carry on, Blue Beetle.
Okay, Blue Beetle. Obviously, we had the film.
Mm-hmm. Did you like the film or not?
I might.
Did you like it? I literally can't remember what you said.
I wasn't hyped with it, I don't think. But I didn't mind it.
I know when we saw the trailer, you were like, a bit and ahhing, but I can't remember what you're a fan of because I loved it. I had so much fun with it, but I'll shut the fuck up. Carry on.
Yes. So, Blue Beetle. We are getting a animated series of it.
To do with James Gunn?
Possibly.
Right.
Because it's going to be also kind of part of a sequel to the original. Obviously, the film as well.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So it is a follow-on.
Yeah.
But just an animated.
An animated version.
No problem with that at all. I love animated shit. So sweet. So everybody that's the original cast and shit that's in this is going to be voiced by the same people and stuff.
I'm guessing so.
Not a problem. James Gunn did mention that he was still going to continue with him in his DCU. So, but then maybe that's what he meant in this form.
Possibly then.
Not a fucking problem.
Possible. The Carl Urban.
Or a diabolical cunt.
That's the one. It looks like that he's in talks to play Snake.
In Metal Gear?
Yep.
I can totally... I'm not a huge Metal Gear fan, but look, he's got the headband and that, and I can totally see... What nationality is Snake supposed to be in the games? Is he American?
I think so.
I know it doesn't necessarily matter. It's just
isn't Carl Urban Australian?
He's Australian, but he's played American voices. He's done
RoboCop and shit like that, and he's
Judge Dredd. I think.
Sorry.
He was fantastic as Dredd. Have you watched it recently?
Not recently, but I liked him as Dredd.
So fucking good. It is honestly doesn't get talked about enough as a great action comic book. It's so fucking carnage and chaos. Brilliant. Yeah. If you're doing rewatches, I'll maybe suggest that.
I will do.
But yeah, so he might be playing Snake.
Yes.
Sweet. Anything Carl Urban does, I'm on board with.
Yes. Lionsgate has announced that John Wick Chapter 5 is in early development.
Yeah, we said John Wick's dead. We didn't see a body, so he's not dead.
No, he's probably just hiding in some mountain somewhere.
Yeah, it's his way to get out of everything.
Yeah, so obviously we'll have our next film, which will be Ballerina. Which we'll see him in that. But he's going to
appear in that, is he?
He's going to be appearing in Ballerina because he's going to be training Anna de Armas.
Some shit like that, yeah.
So like that.
What's Norman... Didn't you say Norman Reedus is in this? Did you mention Norman Reedus age ago in Ballerina?
Possibly. Yeah. I think I did.
Has he still got an involvement?
I don't know what involvement he has in it.
Can't wait to see him in this.
So... that I can't help you with, but I think I did mention that he's going to also be a ballerina. Because this one is going to take place after we established this. This will...
Bombastic side-eye.
This ballerina was going to take place between 3 and 4, I think.
So it's like a mini prequel even.
So that's why John Wick, before people say, oh, he's dead.
Oh, right, okay.
That's why he's appearing in it. So yeah.
So I'm not massive on John Wick, but it has great action sequences. Visually looks fine, so I'll take any John Wick shenanigans.
I will myself. And it's Keanu. Everyone loves Keanu.
Yeah, it's hard. Even if you don't like Keanu films, just him as a person, like.
He's never really done a bad film.
I wouldn't say he hasn't. I mean, 47 Ronin wasn't fantastic. The Matrix sequels weren't loved very well, were they?
I like the Matrix shit though.
The first Matrix, I think, is critically everybody adores it, but a lot of people say 2 and 3 completely fell off. But didn't they change the directors from the first? Is that right? Me saying that? I could be wrong.
I think so.
Something changed.
Yeah.
From the first into the second and third and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because even the new one didn't get much praise. But even so, like I said, even if he isn't a bad film, you still look at Keanu and just be like, I like you.
Yeah, and we've still got Constantine 2 coming. Yeah.
Which is weird because we have 2 Constantines, and I love Keanu Reeves is my number 1, but I love. Did you watch the show now?
Yeah, I would have liked to seen his thing.
Seeing him up against your boy, when he's like, even Lucifer's like, oh for fuck's sake, John, because on that whole weird.
Yeah.
I'll get goosebumps thinking about that. That was fucking great. Even the devil's like, oh my fucking all right, what the fuck? Like, you owe me this one. He's like, fuck it. I loved Constantine.
Tom Hiddleston is confirmed to return as Loki in Avengers 5.
Good. Anything to do with Tom. Even watching him play football the other day was just fun to watch. I love that man.
He loves that man. That's Penguin we discussed. Maybe we should have started off with this one, but never mind.
Oh, what is it?
Donald Sutherland passed away yesterday.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I saw that.
At the age of 88.
Was it 88, was it? Sorry.
88, yeah.
Right. Yeah, he's. It feels like he's one of them actors that were always around. Like, he sometimes just appear in films, sometimes it's like that bad guy look, and he just sort of rocked up constantly. It is, when you look back at everything he's done, he's got quite a list.
He does have a list.
Yeah, and it's one of them ones where it's a shame that he's died and whatnot, but it was a good age and stuff like that, and he's left a legacy behind and stuff.
Yes, indeed.
What was the last film he would have been in? Would that have been? He was in Hunger Games, wasn't he?
I think he appeared in Hunger Games at one
Right,
point, yeah.
I can't remember the last thing he appeared in.
I don't know, to be fair.
But yeah, it was a shock.
It was a shock. I don't know if you watched it. Did you ever watch Z Nation?
My mum watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it. It kind of went a bit weird towards the end.
I just kept looking at it as a B-Tech Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Just because I know Walking Dead had been out for a bit, but it was kind of like alongside the back end of Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And my mum loved it.
Well, she's going to love it again because it looks like they're returning for season 6.
All right. Was season 5 supposed to be the end, like?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I know there's an audience out there. You see merch and stuff for it. And...
Yeah. So yeah, it looks like after been off the air for like so many years, it's coming back.
Okay, fair play. I'll let Teresa know.
Yes. Spaceballs 2 is happening.
Spaceballs.
Yeah, it's kind of like the fucking American kind of weird spin-off, kind of take the piss out of Red Dwarf kind of situation.
Yeah, I remember now, I remember.
With him out of fucking Ghostbusters,
Yeah,
the little guy with the glasses.
Yeah.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids guy.
Yeah, did he not die?
No, he's alive. His wife passed away.
Oh, is that what I'm thinking of?
And because they had 3 kids, he
he
ended up
left.
just being a dad.
You're right, you're absolutely right, I remember that now. Yeah, because I remember there was some Star Wars rips in it, wasn't there? He had like the over-the-top helmets and shit like that. Yeah, I mean, fair play. Let's have some more of that shenanigans.
And finally, going back to Keanu and J-Lo, they brought a film out back in the day called Speed.
Yes, they did.
It looks like we're getting a Speed 3.
How fast could it go and how slow could it go?
It wasn't allowed to go below 80 mile an hour.
Yeah, that was it.
On the coach.
Yeah. It was silly and dumb, but it was quite fun.
The boat, I can't remember what the crack was with the boat.
I only really remember the first one.
I can't remember what the crack was on the boat.
A boat seems a bit more safe because if you needed to, you could just jump out in the water and let it explode.
There was something about it though.
Oh, that you couldn't.
I don't know what.
Because obviously a bus is a bit like imagine doing in Carlisle and a bus doing whatever it was at
80 kilometres.
Constantly around Carlisle.
80 kilometres is roughly maybe about 45 mile an hour, 50 mile an
Still
hour.
cause a little bit of havoc around a city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like so the boat, I can't really remember, and what I am thinking of is not what it is because I'm thinking of a different film.
Oh.
I
was gonna say I only remember the speed bus.
Because what I don't know why, but what I'm thinking of is where they were on a boat and there's some kind of creatures.
That's definitely not that. Then,
but
is
it's
it?
not speed.
Creatures.
Yeah, there's some kind of creatures in the water.
There's that shitty, horrible beat, like low budget zombie where the zombies are on tidal waves.
No, it's not that. But I don't know what it is, to be fair. I don't know what I am thinking of, but it's not Speed 2. But yes, it looks like Speed 3 might be happening with Keanu and J-Lo.
Okay, fair play.
And that's it.
You got to go back to that thing, whatever it was.
No, but that's
it for next.
Yeah.
Oh right, sorry. Sorry, I was saying, don't leave me hanging like that. You always put me tense. I'm like, I need to know. Right, so that's it. Thank you very much, Chris, for rounding up. Despite being ill,
thank you.
You've rounded up. You've rounded up the news. Yeah, definitely give us your thoughts and opinions next week on definitely The Acolyte and of course
I'll get them watched.
And yeah, carry on with you because hopefully because I know you said if Game of Thrones, House of Dragons, that's a bit boring. So hopefully next week you could be a bit more hyped and pumped up and whatnot. It's a bit of a shame, not to be fair, because I was hyped about these 4 shows coming out and they're all ticking the boxes for me. So I'm gutted that they're not ticking the boxes for you. But I mean, they're not all done. Game of Thrones is oh my god, House of Dragon. Fuck it, if I say Game of Thrones, you know what I mean. It's only just started. Of course, you won't be watching the best, so I won't speak about that. But hopefully, Acolyte, you I don't know how offended you'll be because you've only just recently become a big Star Wars guy, so maybe you might not be as pissed.
I'll find out the crack. I'll see what the crack is.
It's
So obviously, I'll have to watch 2 episodes this week.
Yeah, without spoiling it, I'll say they wasted a massive opportunity, which we'll get next week. There's an opportunity we could have had a beautiful thing going on, but they decided not to.
Like I said, I'll get up to date with everything tomorrow, and then I'll watch whatever I need to watch as the week comes on.
Once you enjoy your sunlight, sir. I shut the curtains and hiss.
That's the main issue, is the sunlight where the TV is positioned. Until I get it put on the wall, it's in my way.
So I see is it one of them angles where thinking it's just light.
Yeah.
I've been around people's houses watching football and stuff like that before, and you've got the shit scene. You're like, I can't see what the fuck's happening here. And you end up just sitting on the floor and getting a hard fucking numb ass.
Yeah.
Anyway, visuals, that is the Canoes News. We've got one more pod to do. I'm still doing alright for time, as long as we're at a pub for a 2-ish. Maybe 2:15. Film doesn't start till 3. Doesn't take the piss in Woodies, to be fair. But anyway, visuals, thank you for listening. That's the Entertainment News. We'll keep in you and we'll keep it on.
And as always, people, don't die. Love you, bye.
Don't die. Don't die.